Hey there, I made it home. I wasn't on here yesterday. I just wasn't feeling that well. But today I'm feeling better, and I wanted to hop on here and just say thank you again for all of the wishes. I'm doing well. I'm dealing with high blood pressure, which I've never had to deal with before, and I'm on a fluid restriction and a low sodium diet. Yes. And I might as well give you the good news. The surgeon called last night and said that they didn't get enough tissue, which means I got to go back and have another kidney biopsy. Why not? Everything else has gone wrong with this. So I asked for it ASAP, and who knows, it's probably going to be in a month or so. So if you haven't been following, when you have a kidney biopsy, you have to lay flat for 3 or 4 hours afterwards, and then you can't basically walk or get up or move or take steps or do anything because the clot on the kidney from the puncture site can fall off and bleed, which means another 48 hours of doing NOTHING, nothing. Oh, I forgot to tell you more good news. When I came home last night, the house was 60 degrees. Our thermostat died, and we could not get it going. So, yeah. So I'm sitting here trying to do things that I have control over, which isn't much. But I'm using this new Buff and Rub and Buff. I've just been seeing it a lot on Instagram lately, and actually these little baby shoes were copper, but I used Rub and Buff on them and made them so that they were not so coppery. I have something right here that I've been staring at for a long time, and I wanted to do some Rub and Buff. I read that you're supposed to use a sock, so if you have any spare socks left over that you didn't use during the pandemic as toilet paper, you can use those. So I bought a kit, and there were 5 different colors in it. This is the thing that I want to change. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of how silvery it is because I don't have any silver in my house. So I'm thinking that goes really good against the wood. And I did a little bit right here. I was holding these up, and I just think that's too light. That might work. I don't know. I'm going to have to maybe do a spot check on them just to see what works best. I don't know if you can see that I used one color there and one color there. I think that one is Winter Chicken Dinner. What I'm doing is putting a little on an unused sock from the pandemic, and then I'm just rubbing it on there. I'm going to cover all this to see if I can get that covered up, and then I am also going to go over these. These won't lighten, but at least they will get that gold tone. So as you can see, it's changing colors. I don't mind that I'm getting a little bit along the edges. I think that kind of gives it a little more character. These types of sedentary projects, oh my God, it's not me, but it's going to have to be. And you know, at least I can do something. So I think I'm going to like this the way it is. I'll get it styled up, and maybe I'll get it posted. What do you think of Mom's situation? She's more like you every day, isn't she? I'm more like my little guy, more and more each day, doing less and less. I wanted to show you one more thing. I said I was putting a little bit around the edges. Can you see the difference between this and this? I really like this. I just took my dirty sock, no pun intended, from the pandemic jokes, and I just went around the edges, and I really think it gives it a lot of character. So So I have this vision in my head of something that I want to put in the middle of our dining room table. So let me show you what I'm working with. So these are old bed frame posts. I actually have candlesticks that I made from the spindle part, but this is where like this, the bed frame would attach to this part of the bed frame. There are booger spots on both on two sides, but that's not going to bother me. So my idea is to drill holes in this, put some candles in, and then make a riser out of this old piece of fence post to set this on. So those are the things that I'm going to be working with. So I measured the length of this and then decided to drill holes every approximately 2 inches. I wanted them to be staggered. So that's what I did, and I used this is the drill bit I used, a 3/4 inch drill bit. And then I'm taking some sandpaper. It is, what is this? 180, and just distressing around the edges of this along with the inside of the holes. I also cut my board to accommodate these two pieces. I wanted a little bit of hangover on both ends, and then I cut a 1 inch pieces from an old piece of wood that I got out of the trash. I made 4 of them. This is approximately 2 inches long, and then this is 1 inch wide.